The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Javon Parchment, and in studio we have El Futuro boss Kavi Mix. And people, we're going to discuss Jamaican football. A lot of transfer going on in the Premier League. Ravel Morrison, um, you know, one of my colleague on YouTube mentioned that Ravel Morrison. There's an offer to Ravel Morrison. Will Ravel Morrison take that offer? And Unseen Sports will shed some light on that bit of piece of information based on my knowledge and what I've heard previously by the persons at Mount Pleasant. People, like, subscribe, and share to Unseen Sports TV. Kabi Mix, how are you doing, sir? Your mic is unmute your mic, please. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Morning. Please remind everybody to subscribe to Alpha Tour Academy as well.
Tell them. Tell them. Tell
Not
them. Tell
just
them.
unseen, but just
Tell them.
remember Alpha Tour is a small channel growing, and with time we'll get to the point where we want and give you credible information. So just assist me in building this channel.
All right, people, you hear from Kabi Mix. So Kabi Mix, what which one of the pointers we should start with first? Um,
I think the Ravel Morris rumor is a critical one. I would
yes.
like us to look at that.
All right. So the Ravel Morris rumor, based on my knowledge previously, um, Al Grimson, before he left Jamaica, he wanted Ravel Morris to join a club, and I think Mount Pleasant was the one that was calling at the time. However,
Pleasant would be the only local team what can afford him.
no. I think Mobile can also afford him as well. Montego Bay. I
Oh,
think Montego Bay United can afford him as well. I don't think that Mobile. Mount Pleasant is the only rich club in the country at the moment. I think Mobile have the capital as well. I also think there are other clubs that have the capital as well, like a True Juice and so on. But those clubs are not in the Premier League. But I think this news, and if it's true, and if Ravel Morrison do take up the offer, JPL will be a must-watch league in the Caribbean, maybe in CONCACAF. What's your take?
well, Ravel Morris bring a lot of quality to the game. I think when Ravel was in the national team, Ravel, to me, in my opinion, was the best midfield player we have. So we know his quality. Him coming in our local league, it would boost our appeal, the local league appeal. So it would be a good look for the JPL. But my concern is, will Rebels deem this as an opportunity for him to lead Jamaica to the World Cup, or will he look at it as being a step down and don't join a club? But the issue of him playing for Jamaica is critical, and they all want him to be a part of a team. And if he's not able to get a team overseas, then I don't see why he don't sign just a 1 year contract and just play and try to build himself. He's around 31. It's kind of difficult for him to get a top tier team now at his age. But I'm sure that if he plays locally, bring Jamaica to the World Cup at 32, 33, maybe he can get another contract and a lower tier team, but with financially beneficial for him. So it's an opportunity for him. We just have to sit and wait and hear what is his decision at the end of the day.
Yes, so I think it would be a great move for the JPL at large, and also the club Mount Pleasant. I think going into going into the club championships, I think it would be a good thing for Mount Pleasant. And I think also based on where Ravel Morrison is at now without a club, getting into Mount Pleasant and going on to play that club championships will boost Mount Pleasant chances of winning the Caribbean part, which will give them a nice bit of money, which is around 32 million there, about 200,000 US Cavimeats. And I think that will help the club to start to gain from the football. Now the club is like, really spending a lot of money and not really gaining. So business wise, they are lacking the profit from the sport. But I think with Ravel Morrison, it boosts the chance of them winning that competition, and then went into the big one, which is the club championships, playing against the big teams in the club championships. I think then with Ravel Morrison and Jean Claude Vere, Alex Marshall, Daniel Green and those players, coach getting them.
Did they not get another? I think it's a Colombian.
Yes, and they also have a Colombian with all those players in clicking and the football is playing good. I think they can reach far in that competition where they might, play some big teams with likes of Messi there, and those teams will bring more traction to the JPL. So I think it's a good look. Person in the comment section, you can tell me what you are thinking about this move if it worked out. Robin Mars takes up the offer to join the JPL club, and I don't think people should look at it as, hey, it's a down move. No, remember Robin Morrison is diamond right now. No club seems to want him to come, and Mount Pleasant seems to want to give him that chance so that he can redeem himself in the national team. Cabinet, what's your take?
Yeah, it is true because it's hard to understand why is it that he's having such difficulties with getting a club. The last club he was at, I think from memory it was DC United, and his contract was terminated. And I'm assuming that it's probably because of some behavioral issues, and maybe his perception, the club's perception of him, is really affecting him moving from one club to another. And now he, at his age, he should be able to recognize that all his bad behaviors and all his negative energies is catching up with him. And now is the time for him to focus on his self and his footballing career. And if this is the step that he has to make to revamp and restructure his image and make persons see him as a viable um, addition to their team, then this is the part he has to take. But he has a big decision ahead of him, and we just have to wait. I'm sure at the end of the day that whatever decision he takes, I am of the view that he will take that the decision to better himself. So if the decision is not to come to Jamaica, then we have to accept that and wish him all the best.
True, 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 true.
But
So true, so
can
true.
you imagine a Ravan Morrison traveling around in Jamaica, coming off a bus, going on a field for the Jamaican fans to see him play? It would be a great moment for local football.
Yes, based on knowledge that I've garnered, there is an offer on the table for him. There is an offer on the table for him, based on the knowledge. Um, Yet to be confirmed though by the officers at Mount Pleasant. Yet to be confirmed by me. I don't know what information Jay Taylor got.
Kashe.
Sir Mix,
Yeah, yeah,
nice in the background.
yeah.
Okay.
Kashe.
So I don't know the 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 the, the, the magnitude behind it yet. Trying to call to find out. Seeing the information on the YouTube space, we want to get the right information before we go ahead and say it is definitely so, right? So we want to know, but I know for sure that there was an offer on the table for him. let's see if he will take the offer. I think that will, boost the Mount Pleasant chances of regaining the JPL title again, and also um, to go far as possible in the CONCACAF Championship. A lot of people want to see Ravel Morrison back into the national team. I think he's one of the missing piece in the national team right now. He's one of the missing piece right now in the national setup. I think he will fix some of the issues that we have in the midfield when we want to transition from out to in. Um, and move the ball fast through the lines and so on and through the zones. I think he's the one that can help us with his trickery, with his touch, with his technical ability. That is what we're missing. Gunners boss, stop your madness. Gunners boss says a backward move. Why is the backward move? You're 31 years old. No clubs want to sign you. You're getting you're getting a chance. You're getting a chance to redeem yourself, to come back and play some football so you can make it into the national team. And you're saying it's a backward move? Runners boss, let's think with your brain, not your feet. Think with your brain, my brother, not your feet.
Many persons now I'm seeing we have this view, but many persons are not looking at the bigger picture. If you have an individual who is caught in a position where opportunities are not presenting itself to him, and he part of the structure is that he would have to be playing in a club for him to represent the country. And if it's not happening, he has to take an unconventional route. And that unconventional route is coming here, playing a season, playing in the national team. And from there, his objective would try to revamp his image and revamp his brand. And hopefully by the end of next season, he can get an offer from another club.
All right, so Gunners Bar said if the international club reject him, what makes him good for our national team? There's no redemption for a 30 plus year old player. Oh, so you're saying that he's not good for the national team. Basically, that's what you're saying. So it don't really make any sense for him to try to play for a club because you would like to see him in the national team. Well, sir, Gunners Bass, I disagree with you right now. And I'm going to say this categorically clear that I disagree with you. I think Ravel Morrison can offer us something going into the World Cup, in the World Cup qualifiers and also in the World Cup. And Kavi Mix, what's your take on it?
Ravel Morris currently, in my opinion, is the best midfielder Jamaica has at the international level. When
Uh,
he plays
can
with,
use, can
huh?
use. Best midfielder we can use right now.
The best midfielder we have right now. All the talk about other players which come in like the Casey Palmer, they are not in the class of a Raval. Whether we want to accept it yes or no, the reality is the reality. Raval Morrison will play progressive passes consistently. Raval Morrison will pick up the ball and drive forward. Raval Morrison have that creativity that you need. Yes, Raval Morrison has other issues, but from a footballing perspective, which player in the middle of Jamaica field is better than Ravel Morrison?
Gunners Boss can't tell you one right now. Gunners Boss don't have the answer right now. Another person in the comment section would disagree, don't have the answer. If they can come up with one person to say yes, they have to maybe go back and look at some past players. Ravel Morrison career finished. Eight, XLR8 Sports. Ravel Morrison career is finished. Y'all need to accept that it and move on. No, shit, mate. What you talking about finish? The man is 31-year-old, about going to 32-year-old. What you mean by man career finish, bro? Come on.
So we're talking about players that is better than Ravel. We're not talking about no past player now. We're talking about currently.
No,
Because we have to work with
I am saying
currency.
the only player they can talk about that is better than Ravel is past players. They don't have anyone current now to speak on. All
Yeah,
they can
because
say is that he's a troublemaker and give trouble. No clubs want him. That's the only negativity that they can say. And I think you can't wrong them because Ravel really allow these persons to get in on these information based on his behavior, and we can't blame them. Gunners boss said the player is washed, sir. He is slow and won't get any better at this stage of his career. What are you talking about? So you're saying to me that the other players that was selected to play for Jamaica in the midfield is better than Ravel Morrison? No. Talk to me, Gunners, boss, because you need to talk to me. You need to talk. If Ian Campbell, Ravel is still our best and most talented midfielder. Talk to him, Ian. Talk to them, Ian. Ian, talk to them for me, Ian. Let them know what time it is, not Ian. Please. Because I don't understand what Gunners Boss is saying. Gunners Boss is one of the persons on YouTube that, I respect so much when it comes to information. But at this moment, I don't understand where his mind is at. You understand me? I don't understand where your mind is at right now. XLR8 Sports is saying the same thing as well. I don't know if it's the same person um, working with the same platform because they're talking the same thing. It's crazy. XLR8 Sports say 31 and can't get a football club. Contract is 24 months. Y'all think his career isn't finished? No, his career isn't finished.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Persons need to understand that he's not getting a club not because of his footballing ability. He's not getting a club because of his behavioral problems. That is the issue, not football. Is the problems that he comes with. That is the problem. So let us be clear. We're talking in terms of footballing now. Jamaica is giving Ravan an opportunity now to redeem himself. And when we say redeem himself, we mean that he consistently plays that high quality as well as start to behave himself within a team. Because the international market has already branded him as a problem player and nobody decides to give him a next opportunity. So what is it going to do? What is he going to do? Retire at this age? That's an option. But if he loves the game and loves playing the game and want to redeem himself, then he should take what is on the table and build his image again. So
So let's look at some of the comments because persons coming on. People, welcome to Unseen Sports TV and El Futuro Sports Academy. Please to like, subscribe, and share to both platforms. If you're on the Unseen Sports channel, please to go over El Futuro and subscribe as well. Track and field persons are persons who like track and field as well. Remember, Unseen Sports will be broadcasting and putting out videos on the track and field Paris Olympics moments that is going on right now. So tune in to Unseen Sports TV for those information and so on. All right, people. Remember, if you want to contribute to the platform, you can do so by a super chat or a super sticker. And remember, while we raise our voice sometime, Kabi Meeks, it's nothing. We are debating and we're just bringing across our point, and we're not shutting down anybody. You understand me? So remember, Unseen Sports TV channels for persons with opinions, and we can sieve it out and reason it out and come to an amicable conclusion. All right, people. Like, subscribe, and share. Remember to drop something on the board if you want to. If you want to help with the growth of the channel. All right, Kavi Mix. Let's look at some more of the messages in the chat. S Technique Skip said, "Is Ravel signed or not?" At this moment, is not. I think there's a offer on the table for him. Let's see if he will take it. Gunners boss said, "Many players give trouble and clubs keep them. Attitude don't matter if the player have talent." All right, Gunners boss. He can't get a club because he's not good enough and have a bad attitude to go with that. What do you mean by not good enough? You're crazy. What's wrong with you? Do you watch Ravel Morrison play? Gunners boss. You see, every time, most of the time, when you talk about a player, you make it come off. You might generally not want it to come off like you are going personal, but that's how it sounds, my brother. That's how it sounds, my brother. If you want to make it sound different, just link on Team Sports. I'm gonna tell you how to put it out. Yeah, man, it sounds like you go personal off of the player, bro. I swear. Anyway, Ian Campbell say JPL will be hot. One pleasant there, Montego Bay United Cavaliers hot. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is going to be hot like fire. Lava go drop at Jamaica. I tell you when the match him a play. Normal. Ravel is pure class and talent, just behavior issue. Please, come on. What are the people on my side? In Coffee Mix, we are the people on our side. Speak so that XLR 8 Sports and Gunners Boss can really look at what we are saying and say, hey, we're only two persons on this side. Maybe we are wrong. Something like that. I don't know if it might change. Let's look at some more. Fire going and say, this would be good for the local league. Of course, it would be one of the biggest things for the local league. All right. Romario Townsend said, fire. Rafael Figue one side, one love. Personal attack. Why? Why these people having their personal attack on the player? Ravel for go one side. No, 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 no. Come on, one love. Let's not go there. Let's not do that. We want the talent to be in the national team. He's a good player. But man is man. Sorry, man is man calling my name. um, Kavi Mix.
Yeah.
So when we talk about trouble, though, we didn't get any report saying that Ravel was giving trouble in the national team. So I think he
Yeah.
behaved himself when he plays with the national team. What's your take on that?
Well, you heard issues with him from persons, but everybody was trying to hush the issues, but the issues persist and it's getting unbearable. And now, when they decide to step away and just try to be structure disciplinary issues with him, it caused bigger problems because persons then become surprised about the whole thing, but it was always there.
To be on it every day.
Hey, 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 hey.
Marriage together. I mean,
Mix, come on. Noise in the background, sir. Don't want to get copyright, my brother. Turn on the mic. Kavi, turn on the mic. Turn on the mic, sir. Turn on the mic. Presently, Ravel is just below average and way past his prime. Speaking of,
Hey, I wanted to hear uh, a clip from Rio Ferdinand,
oh,
former Manchester United defender and England defender, and his views in regards to Ravel Morris.
all right,
So
play
I'm
it.
just
Just
gonna.
put it on the antique and play it. Make it loud.
gifted young kid I've ever seen. Gifted, most naturally gifted young kid I've ever seen. Really? Alex Ferguson, I remember he pulled me and Wazza over one day and said, look at this kid's the best kid, better than you, Wayne, when you were a kid, better than Rio, better than Ryan Giggs when you was a kid. This is the best kid you'll ever see. And he should take liberties with players in training. Even the first team, he come over as a 16-year-old and he should just take liberties. Play one touch, could play two touch, could weave his way through a team of players. And it's just like the guy said, he never fulfilled that. And why not? He could never. The concentration levels to be a top player that you need to be on it every day. He could never get that all marriage together. I mean, the team he played in, Jesse Lingard, Paul Pogba, Adnan Januzaj a bit younger. Yeah, they looked at this guy like he was a superman, like he was a superhero because he was that good what he could do in football. But if you haven't got it all, if you haven't got the mental capacity to deal with being a professional footballer, did you try and help him? Yeah, of course, I tried to reach out to him. Gifted, was naturally gifted.
You hear that?
Yeah, man, we hear it, man.
Rio Ferdinand said that he's the most natural gifted footballer he has ever seen. But he just didn't have the discipline to come on the field and train and work hard and
So is
maintain that
that
consistency.
so is that Walter Boyd?
Yes.
Kid I've ever seen.
So
All right.
this is an individual who is highly recognized internationally in terms of football. And
Mhm.
this person is saying that about the individual. It tells you his ability.
Oh yeah, yeah, for real, for real, for real. Let's go through some of the comments. Um, we don't want to leave anybody out. So XLR said, Unseen, since you believe in Ravel, I'm gonna bet you 200K if he goes to Mount Pleasant, you won't last. Put your money where your mouth at. I don't think Mount Pleasant would want to have Ravel Morrison more than a year at the club, because if they're not making a return on their money, it wouldn't make sense. If they get Ravel and they can go to the final of the Conga Cup and win those things, that would make sense to try to offer him a next contract for a year. You understand me? But if that is not the case, then it wouldn't make any sense, right, Mr. Meeks? Qualifying
No,
for the
I,
Club
I
World.
think I think I think I think Mount Pleasant is investing in success in the CONCACAF regional level.
That's what they
Well, I
want to
think
do. Not
the
only regional.
Caribbean level, and then further on into the CONCACAF level. So if you look at it, they are getting a Brazilian, they got a Colombian, They are now investing in Ravel Morrison. So these three players that they are brought in are looking to bring in has high level international experience. So this would not be an investment just for the local level. This has to be an investment for the bigger level. So we can safely assume that they are looking beyond the Caribbean level. They are expecting to qualify and go over to the CONCACAF level where that investment would be worthwhile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. XLR Sports, XLR 8 Sports, Rio was talking about Ravel in '09, 2010. Not present Ravel, come on, fam. You have
Hey,
a point there.
a player with ability doesn't lose his ability
Doesn't
overnight.
lose the technical, is class. Don't look come
His
over.
class is there. What changed with Rabral from then till now is his attitude towards playing the game. So I don't think whether he spoke about it 5, 10 years ago, the ability of the player is there. He's just not doing what he ought to do or what persons expected of him. How many times have you hear persons talk highly of players? Not every day. So
Big up Sardi Crest. Big up yourself, Sardi Crest. Him say big up Cavi Meeks. Big up.
big up, up.
Big up big man over Jonathan Grant. You
Remember,
understand?
if you go to El Futuro Academy and like and share and subscribe, give me the support so my thing can grow bigger. And we can.
Sardi, we know they are Charlie Mount no more now, so we are free agent, you know. So if the contract is right, they can link with. Yes, Sardi. Ah, God. Yeah, man. So, yet still, when Ravel plays for Jamaica, he's mile better than every other midfielder on our team. The man is quality. Tell them like Jerome, because I don't understand what these guys talking about. Yeah? Yeah. Gunners boss, we just post the link in that. Oh, him there, him there, him there,
Hey,
him
let's look in at Jamaica midfield currently. Currently, the last game that Jamaica played, who we started, or the last set of games, we started with Casey Palmer. We started with, well, was it Low? Low in the middle of the park? Was Low in the middle of the park?
Yeah, I think so.
Who was the other person? No, it was Low,
Which game you
Casey
talking
Palmer,
about?
and the two
Which game you
white.
talking about?
Eh?
Which game you talking about? Which game you talking about?
No, in the Copa or any game, even the last World Cup. Tell me the current crop of midfielders that
You
Jamaica
know
use.
them, man.
Me
They want
can't,
to
it
go
come
over them
like
name.
it come like it just hard to remember.
No, nobody can tell me they are no Manning Cup team. Shadi Crest. Nobody can tell you that. I am not at no Manning Cup team. I am just helping with the management of my alma mater. I'm not at the team coaching. I am on YouTube, sir. I'm on YouTube, sir. I am
Am
not
I
coaching.
am I on
Gunners
YouTube?
boss, welcome to the platform, my brother. You're talking about Ravel Morrison and is not good enough anymore. So let's hear what you have to say now. You come on to defend yourself because a lot of people is on my side. So let's go.
Me never ask people for them on my side. Me I share my views and my opinion. And I'm saying I am asking you, Coach Unseen. Big up yourself, General on the panel.
Respect.
Yeah man, me I ask you Unseen as a coach now, why you are so happy for a 31 year old going on 32 midfielder who has he didn't hit his prime. He didn't have a prime. He haven't. So no, when he's doing anything now, what is he gonna be? An assistant coach for the midfielders? That's we trying to get to come up because he is more into retirement. He know a father time. I come up for Ravel now. So me not see the reason why everybody's so happy here. Ravel. We have to look past Ravel now. Ravel is 31, going on 32 year old soon. Couldn't make an international team, Manchester United or none of the club them when would there for whatever reason. Stop right there, so before me go any further with that. Big man, what's your name again, boss?
Mix.
Meeks. Okay, all right. Hear this, Meeks.
You can go
You,
over to El Futuro and subscribe.
okay, you go. We check you out later. You come now and you play a clip from about 15 years ago when the man said this kid was 16, 17 years old. You know, she says a big feel that. I thought he was coming up with current something, not something from he was a baby boy. It's 15 years ago. Him a 31-year old now going on 32. Fuck all that 16 years ago. The man said he had great natural talent or whatever, but him never capitalize on it. Him fail. And that we not understand. Yes, okay, and him good for
All right,
Jamaica.
Gunners, me
Him
can
he
say
good
something
for
now. Me
yes,
can
sir.
say
Sorry.
something now.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, listen. Yes, Raval Morris had failed in regards to what he started out with. His potential showed that he should be a world class player. I agree with that. However, I am arguing to you that based on what we've seen of Ravel, he did not reach to that level. But what he is doing now, it is clear and it is safe to say that Ravel Morrison better than what we have in our middle of our field. Whether I'm young, him old, he is better player than Casey Palmer, better than all of those persons which is in at the middle of the field. So from my perspective, he did not reach the high class that we expect, but he will give us a better playing result if he replace someone in that middle of our field. That's all I'm saying. And I am hoping that he can get the opportunity and come to Mount Pleasant and start to rebrand himself and go back into Jamaica midfield until we can find somebody or a set of players that is better than him. Then we should push him aside. But until then, play who is better. And he is the better player we have now.
Gunners
Okay.
boss. Gunners boss. Only
Yes,
thing we
sir.
have to understand, from a coaching standpoint is one of the biggest role is to select the best player. And if you're going to tell me that Ravel Morrison is not better in terms of the midfield, in terms of making a progressive pass, in terms of splitting the line, in terms of that classy technical ability that he has over most of these players I've seen get selected into the team, you are not seen properly. You understand me? But go ahead. Let me hear what you have to say about that.
You are seeing, you said most off. You did not say all off. So right there, you step on your tongue.
What do you mean by me step on my tongue?
Yeah, man, you know, I just said most of the, if you said most
Most of
of that,
what? You're just using
you
most of.
said
Most of what?
most
Complete the
of
sentence, please.
our, you said most of, I'm not complete, I'm just repeating what you said. I'm not,
No,
you
man.
said
Complete the sentence.
most of our midfielders in
Mm.
Jamaica, he is better than most of. That means to say,
Right.
if you say most of, there is one or two that's better, a few that's better than him, is what you just
All right,
telling me.
let me defend that. Let me defend that.
Jesus, please.
Let me defend that. Why I use the word most of, because you have some midfielders which you have to put in the middle of the field, which will not, which the work that is expected of them. Ravan Morrison is not capable of doing that. For example, a Low, when Low goes into the middle of the field, Low is the ball winner, the aggressor, the one who will lead the tackling and all of that. Raval Morrison is not that type of player. So I
So
could not compare a Ravan Morris, a attacking type player, to a defensive type player. So I separated them. You notice that I highlight a player which is Casey Thomas, Casey
Casey
Palmer,
Palmer.
Casey Palmer, sorry. And I
Christian
am
Palmer.
comparing him to Raval. And I am, person will bash me and say whatever, but Casey Palmer should just bring water, go give Raval Morris.
but Casey Palmer find himself in a club and Ravel can't find himself in a club. Him come back
But
home.
it's not
Why?
all about
Why?
going to a club alone. It's not all about
Because
going to a club.
because he yes, yeah, why, right? Because he is not good enough to get started or play himself into a team. That's what I believe, and that's my opinion. I don't think that this kid have this great talent or this good, very good talent, above average talent, and he is over there sitting not even on the bench or on the practice squad because he have a bad attitude. You have a bad attitude and you have good talent to back it up. Most of the time, that's why you have managers to manage your attitude and your ego, and you have people in your corner to tell you what's right and what's wrong if you have the talent. So I don't believe he have the talent to play in this team, and that's why he is back in Jamaica. Nothing less, nothing more. He haven't he hadn't exceed or even reach the potential he was expected. And that is what his problem is. Not saying, if you want to put him in the national team as the best we have to put in there, so be it. But I don't want you to come here and make it look like it is a victory and we win something having Ravel Morrison coming back from overseas to play on the Mount Pleasant squad. That's what I'm talking. Arnett Gardner, any team. Arnett Gardner, my team. Any team. Big up the junglist them. And my team. I want football. I support all of the team them. Same way me love the JPL and what them I try for the right now. So yes, it's good for him for the JPL. I make him come lively up the JPL, make Mount Pleasant sell some ticket and them thing there. But don't come say yes him for go play Mount Pleasant and because him play a Mount Pleasant and play a few good game or a good season. We can just say yes. Yes,
Why? Gunners
him back
boss.
to
Gunners
farm.
boss. Gunners
Make we
boss.
see, make we see what he got to
Give
offer,
me a
man,
chance
because go ahead.
for rebut.
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
All right. So basically what I am hearing from you is that you have concern you're concerned with his disciplinary injury, your disciplinary problem that you have. You're concerned that he might come into the national team, and not put his best foot forward. You also think that all his ability is not there anymore because of his age. That's what I'm getting from what you're saying. Right or wrong?
First, first thing first. This I just said he is. I don't know anything of Ravel Morrison history of having problems with teammates, managers, or anyone. I just say that based on you or Zeke's Meek said his attitude problem or something. So I'm just piggybacking off of what you said. I don't know nothing about this young man doing that. I
So,
just know of
so,
him as
so,
a football player. So
so
I am just going on his
you
football
don't have him as
fundamentals.
what?
I don't know him. I have him as a football player. I don't know him as a troublemaker or anything. Uno said that, I know me said that.
Okay.
Me just repeat
All
what
right.
Uno say, Mark
Yes.
that down. Me don't know that the part about him. Me know him
Yes.
play for the Jamaica national team and me know him go overseas and him try to make some team and him no make some team and now me see it in the news and everybody I say Ravel back for Mount Pleasant and is a dancing parade like this is a great joy for him. I'm not happy if he see him fail and come back to Jamaica that me want to ask. Because if him have the talent, Mount Pleasant is not the place for him to be. Mount Pleasant now gonna make him a better player coming from a place like Manchester United. And where else?
Let me interject. You made reference to him coming back to Jamaica. Let us be clear. He was not in Jamaica. He is an English player, English person with roots to Jamaica.
Yes. So
So
so so, so
him
if you
coming to
leave him,
Jamaica and coming into our league can help our league because of his quality, not just in terms of gate receipts and that aspect. We're talking about on the field. Him can actually inspire some young players to play better.
okay, and can, yeah, well, Messi I do that over America,
Yeah.
long at Inter Miami. So, but in wash same way too.
So at the end of the day, I am speaking about Ravel.
Mind the Messi fans then come mash up in a bridge.
Eh,
Then Messi no wash no man. Me a Messi fan, nobody
me
can tell
not
me
go
say
go down
Pele.
the road there, no, cause that one
No man.
tentative argument.
Me tell you something. No man can't tell me say Pele greater than Messi. Tell you, Messi are the greatest thing ever touch a football pan. That little thing that they call you, Messi are the greatest thing ever touch that red and black, that red and white thing, the brother. Just like how Michael Jordan, the greatest thing ever touch the
All right,
orange color
let
ball. But
let's see if
hear
you
this
know.
now.
Yeah,
Hear this now.
come back, come
No
back.
man,
No,
we
don't
have
go
a
off
show,
track.
man. We have a show, man. You can't keep it like treat it a Sunday, A Sunday.
Don't go
We
off
having
track,
a show,
boss.
man.
You want to go off of the railway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So me I say keep it in line with the
We not,
topic,
we
man.
not, we not, we not, we not, we not gonna sit down and talk about Ravel Morrison all morning, unseen. So if you want to change the topic now, me done so we have to say about Ravel Morrison. Yes, if I the only choice that him have to play for Jamaica and that's why him there, make him play this. So if him can work him
I
way
do.
back into bigger and better things at this stage, so be it. That's what me do with Ravel Morrison. But me not think say him good enough if him have to come back, if him have to come down. Yes, sir, coming down is coming back the same way. It's
What do you mean
backward,
by
so we
come
can put
down?
a.
What
They
you're
not come down,
saying?
they come down, man. You're coming down from the English Premier League and other bigger leagues to come down to JPL, man. You're coming down. That's coming back. That's
So,
backward
so,
step.
so you're saying that the league is backwards.
I'm not talking about the league. I'm saying it's lesser than where he's
So you're trying
coming
to find
from.
the right word to make it seem
You know that
soft.
me, that me mean, you know that me mean, that me say. So
Just
don't try to
start
get
with your top
technical.
because nobody now beat them, and that's what you want, so man.
You can't beat me, because you're going to beat me. A Sunday, I'm not going to work today. I'm lay them in a big triple king size bed where me and me 10 grand pick them can hold in and we still not brush against each other. Where they have brother, and I look for me TV while going for Olympic and all them things. And I have a great day with you come tell me about beating. No, man, me run away when me at 8 years old. The last time mama beat me when I was 8 years old, and because I don't like to be hit or run away from home and I never go back home. Ain't nobody going to beat me, son. Physically, verbally, no way me not take beating. Me listen
All
to
right,
some people have to say I have my own views. That's it go mix.
Yeah. Yeah, way.
all right. Let
We
us let
grown, yeah.
us let us go to a commercial break. So big up safe fans in the chat, listening to Unseen Sports and Gunners Boss and Kevin Meeks and lead in the comments as well. Big up yourself, safe fans. People go over to his channel and subscribe. He is the one and only YouTuber who focuses on goalkeepers and the YouTube space. People go and check out safe fan. He also keeping a training camp. People, if you want to improve yourself, go to Safe Hands Training Camp. Improve, ignite, inspire. Get ready for the 3 days of action packed training at Alpha Institute. Cost $15,000. August the 7th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Safe Hands GK presents Training Camp. People, make sure you go there and support Safe Hands. All right, people? One of the best in the country right now. We're not going to say West because I'm the whole North, East, South, and West. You understand me? Nobody can contest. Safe Hands, big up yourself. Yeah. All right, you getting a caller in. Ian Campbell, welcome to Unseen Sports TV. Remember that you have to speak and then come off the platform to hear what the others are saying because they can hear you, but you're not going to hear them when they talk. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, man, bless up Anthony Wagon.
There, man. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. So, listen, Ravel coming to Jamaica, I think, is a positive move
Mm-hmm.
for the JPL because I think just like how the MLS developed, yeah, by, players in their 30s or so going to the MLS and, imparting their knowledge and improving the league. That's one of the ways of improving a league. You know what I'm saying? Because MLS now, MLS 10 years ago, is much improved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Ravel coming to play in Jamaica, I think is good for us. And I would like other players, probably Abikil and Tony, when they get older or something, come and impart them knowledge in the league. You know what I'm saying? And other players will follow and come and play in the JPL. Because if you have a Raheem Sterling, for instance, just word speaking, say in his 36 or somewhere about coming and bringing that knowledge and experience to the younger players, it will help improve them because guess what? He will in the club, at the club, display that professionalism and that experience that can, only improve our local league. So I think Morrison coming out here, just stepping in the right direction. If he get back to the national team, based on his performance, good for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But where I stand is a matter of our league being developed. Because what Montpellier is doing, if he comes over and the Cameroonian fellow and other players that they're looking to, incorporate in our local league, it will only make it stronger, in my opinion. Yeah. I see we're bringing international coaches. Hopefully, the local coaches can work along with them so they can, gain that exposure and experience by learning from those coaches. See what I'm saying? So that's my point. So I'm not trying to improve our local league because if our local league improves, it will improve our football overall. So that's where I stand with this whole thing about Ravel Morrison. And tell Gunners Bar say, Messi can't walk in and not the Maradona shoes. Tell him I'm clear. So sign out.
All right, my boss. Thanks for coming and sharing
Cool,
your,
cool.
yeah, sharing your two
Yeah, bless up,
cents.
man. Cool, 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 cool.
But without Connor's boss, we know you have to answer that, you know.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Ian. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Point noted. Yeah, man. So, like just like Ian just said, that's exactly what I said. If you remember, when me said to me, say Messi do that for the, I do that for the MLS, and then it was bend it like Beckham before, and you know what I mean, so
Yeah,
on and
yeah.
so on. So we get it, but it is what it is. Just like Ian said, it is what it is. It is good. It is good. It is good. And if we can get a couple more of them players there at them age, they fi come help, from this of help with the system and make some youth know how to play and get some better understanding of the game. It is what it is. Like when I say he's supposed to be like a player coach for the next future for the next future midfielder where they down a Mount Pleasant to him there and all of those things. Because it's not just for to play the football. Him supposed to do at teenage. Him supposed to help with him in the next man up. You understand me? It's just like in the NFL. You have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers and you draw Jordan Love. When you draft Jordan Love, him sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 4 years. And when Aaron Rodgers, you trade Aaron Rodgers now, he take up that slot and he did well his first year as a starter. So as some want to see the football grow, you have to have the one man, the veteran, and grow the junior. You see what I say?
Gunners, you know, let me make a little comment. You know, yesterday I was listening unseen interviewing the Brazilian. I don't remember the Brazilian name. And unseen asked him one difference between Jamaica and Brazil in terms of football when they are training. You know what he said? Up to this morning, it stood out to me. He said that in Brazil, they use the ball a lot more. Not in these words. They use the ball a lot more in terms of the physical everything. So their ball mastering or their ball skill is high. But in Jamaica, we tend to do a lot of isolated fitness.
Exactly. And me don't know why if a man now go run in the Olympic, why him have to run 500 miles a month football. You see, that's the thing. You see, and make me show you some example. Since Kevin Durant was like 8 years old, he has never left a basketball wherever he go in the world.
Mhm.
You have the youth, then you have some youth now where them walk around with the football. Him no leave him football. The man we are see the youth we serious about this the football. Him parents always have a ball in the car. So anyway you get a little break and you see somewhere you can go kick it or go throw it or do whatever. And that is what it's about. If a football you go play how you go do other things and left the football.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't think I don't but then again, what we have to understand saying, oh man. Don't fight unseen where the unseen promise say he will be doing better and he will be producing players for the national team for the future and not too long ago future. So make we see what them are do for the rest of the time being because at the end of the day, our local people them, the people them in the from administrators at schools, where the company where them name Issa them host the Marlins Cup and the Dakar Cup and them thing they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've been failing at all levels. That's all me
No,
I say.
hold on. No. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Remember that in Jamaica, schools are created for teaching and learning. ISA is a set of principals from the different schools. The principals come up with the concept of let we get the kids them to participate in sporting activities. Their aim was not to not give me a minute.
That too long. Yeah, make a point and gone.
Man, I said their aim was not to
Yeah.
help the
Mash up the
No,
thing.
development.
me didn't have to plug in the laptop. The battery didn't there. As I say, their their aim was not to develop players. Their aim was to try to um behavioral modification. So when a child is given problem, they have a means of expressing themselves and so forth and so forth. Remember that these are educators, principals. It's not sports persons.
That's not
So we cannot expect a sports person, a educator to think like a sports person. It's just impossible.
all
What
right. Watch this.
what is needed to do now? Educators created this system. Now, the footballing aspect of the country now should look at it and say, how can we take this that is there and improve it and get quality out of it? They are failing and they're just going to blame Issa. Issa is not going to look at it that way.
It's so we most of these kids they start out in school. So why you form an intercalistic sport organization and and monetize it the way you're making money off of it? If you are not trying to help the kid, you are just trying to have them helping the school. That's not what the
Because
NCA.
the money has to pay referees, pay refreshments, pay for some venues that they rent for the kids them to play. It has all sort of costs, you know.
Then that's why the school board supposed to use the money. If it's not to help to make the kids better, it's a
Let
part
me
of
say this to you. Let me
teaching.
say this to you.
It
You probably don't know this, but let me say this to you. Many persons don't know, but in the Manning Cup and the Doncaster Cup and the U14, U16, at the under 19 level, every year ISA provide every school with a set of boots and a set of jerseys, set of shin guards, set of socks.
so it's a spend them money out of them pocket to buy that, or that's from the funds they collected from the games and the events
That's
they
from
held through the
the
years
sponsors
and
and the
managed
game receipts
daily.
and every. Remember, you probably have 100 and odd schools, and you're buying 100 and odd schools a complete set of footwear, a complete set of jersey, a complete set of shin guards, a complete set of socks. These things cost money.
Hey, watch this now. At them to do that. Well, if you can't, if you're not helping the kids them, and you have the kids them helping the institution, and the institutions are not helping them, it should be they should get paid for their services, for their name, images, and
No,
likeness
but
the
ISA
same way
never
like
forced
everywhere else.
anybody. ISA didn't force you to play.
But
You have
it's
a
a need
choice.
you to play, but it's a
Eh?
needs you to play. So they're supposed to recognize that and make sure say when they're putting out the best product. That is when most of the school of the sports start in Jamaica, is from the only part of this thing where we not talk about are when them run PE at school and have sports day. Once you form an organization to run sports, you're supposed to have like athletic directors. That is people who some of them don't even know about athletics, but them know about finance and other thing, and them work them way into it. Man
Let me
name
tell you something again. You see, it is it is a difficult scenario to expect success in team sport and individual sport. You see in track and field, because so many persons want to win, they invest, certain schools invest in proper coaching, and over the years you realize that in Jamaica some schools start to invest in even the facilities, just like the
hey,
JC and the KC and those persons. But
mix.
track and field, it is easier to make the transition from high school to international level, because all you have to do is to know the time and the standards. In
Hey,
football now, it's difficult. The
mix.
J-
You just tell me, select a while.
yeah,
Sorry for cut you, but no one cut you a long time. No one butt in another
go on,
conversation.
man. May I listen?
You know what you just tell me, look why. You just tell me say these coaches are low ambition people, them don't have no expectation, because here we just said to me like just now, I believe unseen as a coach. And what am I doing? Him drop asleep, him I run this one, him drop asleep.
The
No,
man is
I'm making you talking. I'm doing promotion now, promoting El Futuro so people can subscribe. You understand?
Yeah, so when me I say now, I don't believe say as a coach, I get a little youth. At way if a school me a coach him if a academy whatever me doing. Me want to have my name out there so people can look for me. So not tell me say me I go over KC just to grab some youth and carry them go play some competition or over JC or whatever. I want to develop my student athlete so they can get to the next level and the next level. That's how me see it go here. Even the AAU coach, they would take these little basketball players out of the street and have them up on hand to get money to travel across the state, go play basketball during the off season, the camps and all these things they do. Even them want them athletes to go further. That's why they put all of that effort into it. It's not just about I am a high school coach or I am a college coach and I leave it there. That's why the great ones have to stay great because they make sure they put people at the next level. The NFL cannot be out of players because you have the Kirby Smarts and the Nick Sabans of the world. You think they just want to win the national title alone. They want to put 25 players every year in the NFL. The NBA is the same thing from NCAA, from high school basketball all the way up. That's where it starts. So if you are gonna tell me that Manning Cups and Dakar Stack Up are not helping the kids to get better, they just grab the best of the best and stick them into these teams to play. It's not. It don't make any sense. It's only benefiting the school. What is it benefiting the youth?
well, that you just stated is true, because some of these big clubs, these big schools, normally just take from the smaller school and put them in their team and dominate. But it's a come up with a rule where you only can have three transfer in. However, if you're talking about development of youths in Jamaica, I would have to give that credit to Craig Butler. Craig Butler went to Mona, and Craig Butler have a Phoenix Academy, and he filters his youths, and he used Mona as the showcase to show that his players are good. So traditionally, a Mona would never win a Manning Cup. If Craig Butler never got to Mona, Mona wouldn't win a Manning Cup. It would be a
Mm,
JC, KC, Georges, Wolmers, one of those teams. And
hats off to him.
occasionally you get some a surprise. No, Craig Butler is doing a lot for Jamaica's football, in my opinion. This is not a opinion from unseen. This is an opinion from me. Now, when I look and see that Craig Butler is going to be a part of the Premier League now as Vere Phoenix, that look good, because guess what this tells me? This tells me that we're going to have another club in Jamaica who, with Cavaliers, with Arnett Gardens, who will use youngsters who have ability and who can make the transition. So automatically, you're going to find that within our school system, you're going to find players at the level playing Premier League and playing school football, which the league automatically is going to get higher. So let's big up to Craig Butler. He's a one of the person, in my opinion, who is changing the dynamics of football in the country.
You might change it over Phoenix. Him not do nothing for your country where the football is concerned. Him might
Well,
do
what
it
do you
for
mean? But
KJ.
Phoenix. Remember a few months ago
The
we
man
were
is
advocating for some youngsters to play in the senior team, and persons were reluctant to do that until Whisper got called out for Chelsea, and you can see the work when you look at. Think about this: when you look at a Phoenix and you see Phoenix, whether we want to say this is for a Phoenix benefit, but at the end of the day, the individuals who are going out to represent Phoenix have different nationalities. So if a person representing Phoenix and he's from Jamaica and he go overseas and get a contract, it's Jamaica that benefit because that player will with time come and represent Jamaica or any other country. So I don't see it as just being a Phoenix thing. Phoenix is the one that doing the work, and if you are doing the work, then you should be rewarded.
Yeah, man, me not get to that Mr. Craig Butler personal business. In personal business, like in Phoenix and the Vere thing where I do, congratulations and those things. Winning Upper Mona, taking like we call a Division 3 school to win the Manning Cup in such a short time. Great fit. Never been done. That those are what you call achievement of historical proportions. I don't know if you use big word, but me I try. So no bear with me if me no put them in context. Somebody in the comment section. Don't put them in a context me if me not put them in a context. There are somebody were bright. Yeah, but so I respect those things, but I still have a beef with Craig Butler. And I will never get over Craig Butler. I want to ask Craig Butler what it benefits you for your in your consistently undermining our national program, sabotaging our.
So, okay. I like how you put it. You beat him based on where I do and where him do well and where him not do right. Yeah, and that's your opinion. I can say the same thing. I feel like you know, um, is he doesn't he don't know how to navigate himself properly, and that is the biggest problem. You understand me? Sometimes I hear people say sometimes it's not about proving that you're right or proving that you're wrong or trying to fight a fight to win. Sometimes it's just finding the right way to get in and be the change. You understand me? That is the thing that him don't know to do. Yeah.
You do your part, you develop them, you
Sorry about that,
sign them,
people. Hold on, Gunners
you get
boss.
them
Sorry
to the
about that.
team.
Me change the something a while ago, transition, but me never put it on stream. So the people them people them are saying they not hear nothing. But you know,
Well,
I have to go back over that still. Because I
all,
think we hear a lot of what you say about it.
all the time they are talk the people them don't hear nothing.
Yeah, the part I think them part of the good name come out on here.
All this time you have me there talk, nobody not hear nothing when me I say,
I'm
and
here now. Peter Mystic, you hear him now,
you,
right?
you sabotage me. You sabotage me, but I know me a sabotage because me not have no YouTube channel and see no, me a few no channel, me a boss in a whole of me
Hear
fans
the
them
man
in a
them like,
comment
hold on,
section.
Gunners boss. Hear the man them in
Mm-hmm.
the comment section now. Boy, as I start talk about negative, boy, Craig, no sound.
Okay, yeah man. Unseen. Remember, you know, if you remember, say unseen up on the payroll too, you know, unseen drink, go up, drink some of my pigeon soup too, you know. And
Bad, you
then,
know.
me
Bad, you
understand,
know.
say unseen. Me understand, say unseen is a man when all in a Sunday, you know, him good go up, there go get some of my pigeon back and some gravy for a little white rice and sitting up a yard there because a big pot you have cup of yard there, you know, the amount of man way over there, you know. So that means to say no holy part, I
Gunners boss,
expensive.
Gunners
Gunners
boss.
boss, go on the mix,
Yo,
go on the mix. Gunners boss, ask the people them
what
for
you say, Mix?
contribute to the platform now.
Me what
Ask
Mix
the
I say.
people them to
We
drop
talk
the
to the people.
contribution to the
We can
platform. Ask them,
if the
talk to them.
people them if the people them have it, man, ask them to like or share or subscribe to the channel so you can get whole heap of viewers and whole heap of subscribers. That you want. If them have money, then we drop it on it.
All right, me like that. Go ahead, Kevin Mix.
Gunners
Go to
boss,
the
let me
topic
ask you
here.
this. Let me
Big
ask
up yourself. And me what Mix I say.
my question to you. The only reason why Craig Butler can do what he does, is that two things. One, he's the one who is producing the best talent currently. And two, nobody else is producing that quality. Because if other persons in Jamaica were producing quality, Craig Butler would not do what he do. Because if he hold back his players and other kids get the opportunity, then there would be no need to look back at his players. He would not do it. So it comes back to the point where I am going to say everybody sits and quarrel about Issa this and Issa that, and nobody sit and look at it in the role. What is Issa's role? Issa is a group of principals that had problems within schools and they wanted kids to express themselves other ways, and they come up with competitions, football competition, netball, this, that. Their objective was for rehabilitation of behavior, not to develop talent. Now, why is it that we don't say, okay, Issa, good job, JFF, football, what is it that you are going to do now to ensure that whenever these youngsters finish play in high school, they can go into a system that development continues? Because by playing, automatically you learn one and two things. I think if JFF and if Jamaica was serious about development and growth of youth, you would have an island wide youth competition, whether under 18, under 16, or whatever, and where JFF would have said to themselves, okay, we have to get this going. We have to get qualified coaches who know what they are doing to coach these teams, and they structure it in such a way. And development should be focused there, not at school level.
At
So
all at all level Mix, at all levels. It's supposed to start from before high school, continue through
But
high
can I
school,
say
through
something to you?
academics.
Can I say something in the defense of the schoolboy football? Can I say something also in the defense of the JFF as well?
before you say that, Pachi, let me highlight this to Gunners boss. You probably don't know, but every year in schoolboy football, you have players who don't play because of two issues, not talent. One, if their academics is not at a certain level, and two, if they're not behaving themselves in the school. The schools tend to omit these players, and these players generally are the talented players.
Oi, let me tell you something. You want me debunk that?
Yeah,
Big up yourself, Ryan LFC. You go to Excelsior. Don't talk. And seeing which high school you go.
Mobile in eye.
Mobile in high school. Big up yourself. You go a good school. But just remember, say, it no do nothing. If you can't play football, nobody no care about your education. You can't run fast, nobody no care about your education. You can't walk hall and look girl. And look all teacher too. And when time come, you can go play ball and you're done at school. Because you're a big ball. And I tell me no about them, about nothing. Them not restricting you from play ball in the Manning Cup and the Dakasta Cup based on your GPA. And I like how them do at America. A college, if you don't have a certain GPA average, you cannot get on that team. And some youth will have the good talent, like a little youth when me know. Juanita's son, a Jamaican lady son, he could never read, but he could play good football, play for a school named Malcolm.
Gunners,
Malcolm X.
Gunners. Let
These
me
youth,
pause.
yeah, and they help him. They help them. They
Let me
help.
break
You
you for
help
a minute.
educate the youth if they have
Let me
talent.
break you
Go
for a
ahead.
minute. Gunners.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Last year, July, I was called and we decided to help a team in St. Catherine. And I decided to coach the team, me and Mr. Parchment. And we were late. When we went to the school and we started to coach the team, we had about 25 players. And after about 3 days of coaching those players, and me and Mr. Parchment look and say, okay, we can use this players and that player. You know what happened? The vice principal came and said, told me a list of 10 of the players which he's asking me to send off at the camp because they cannot represent the school because of academic performance and some of them because of behavioral problems. Listen me
And
good.
stop right there, sir. Stop right
And
there, sir.
we had to
Mark the
send
word. Let me ask you
those
a question. Stop right there,
off.
sir. Stop right there, sir. Stop right there, sir, Meeks. Let me ask you a question. Please, just mark where you go. Let me
Yeah.
just interact with you. Give me. Let me ask you a question. So you said the principal kicked these kids off the team and send them home from the camp because them wasn't
Yes.
them. So what you think, say that is a good principal? That principal is a cruft man. You're supposed to put them in a special classes, man, and get them thing up, man, because you know do for your job, man. And because the
So me
principal is
not go,
not doing his job.
me not go in on that the nitty gritties of the whole thing. I am
But
just
but
telling
but
you what
but, but hold
coaches
on, hold on a
face in
mix,
the school
but
system.
hold on a mix. Gunners boss feel like alone, like a principal alone govern school. You have to get
Mm.
and a principal alone govern school. The principal may want something to be done, but when you look at it and if you put that child back, the pressure he will get, the boy will get from maybe persons who are working at the school and persons outside the school may cause more problem and havoc. So the best thing is to give him a different environment.
You see, if
Wait,
me,
me don't want to forget my point. Hold on.
Hold on, mix. Madison send $2. Big up yourself, Madison, on the
yeah,
super
man.
chat. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Hands
Big up
down.
yourself, Madison.
First,
Thank you.
go.
50 for me, 50 for me, and one for your host. Thank you very much. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. But
Eh,
me, so you know, say
Gunners, Gunners, at the end of the
if you did
day,
listen to
let me
me,
show you another
oh, go
situation.
ahead.
Let me show you another situation. When that happened, we started over again. By that happened August we in, we have to start over again. And we start and we continue. And we start to play. One time I say Party, say make no sense. Party look at me and say we done commit to youth them and the youth them have hope. Make we finish it. And I say, alright, we have finish it. And it go on and it go on and it go on. When CXC come out, listen me good. When CXC something come out and so, we have a player who got four subjects. Four subjects. Right? And you know what they came and do? That player was one of our main player in our defense. He was 18 years old. He was one of the senior player on the team. And you know they omit him, stated that he cannot go into the other type of sixth form. He has to go into the mainstream sixth form, which is A levels. And you have to have 5 CXC to go to A level. And they omit him out of the team.
When
I
you
mean, I
know, say,
tell you, say, this is not unique to one or two school. If you talk to coaches right across, it's the same thing. So my thing to you is to say, many times you see a schoolboy team is playing, it's not the best players them playing with. They only have to play with who is available. So the JFF now should develop talents and get everybody who can play to play, where you'd have take that thing out of the schoolboy system and you would play based on ability. So
well,
when
all right, now,
I
all right,
expect
yeah.
schools to do this, it nah go happen. It nah go happen.
The JFF. So how the JFF? At what
JFF
levels
should
is
have
at
create
what
one
JFF?
youth league, man.
The JFF is on stream now. That's everybody is doing it. It's on stream to build a national academy.
How long they have that? A years now.
Well,
If you
things
just
will take
do the
time.
thing and stop the
J,
talking, this talking,
we're the
this talk.
senior.
That's
Where the
a
seniors
talk.
is concerned. Where the seniors is concerned. The JFF is not doing nothing because JFF can develop senior players. And if JFF have a youth academy, the youth academy is where you go, you play and you get scholarship and them open opportunities for you to get to colleges and universities and other level to where you can continue the continued development of the game of football. That's where it all start with. So the JFF now go able, you expect the JFF to develop 25 and 35-year-old man. If them reach to that stage and them not good enough, no. The JFF supposed to have
So
a youth academy.
why the JFF can organize a under 13 Island Wild competition or a under 16 Island Wild competition?
And get it and get it and
Why
get it to be
why
broadcast on
Get
TV,
it
why
to be
why
broadcast.
so people can
Get
see the talent.
persons who can do stats, can create stats
Yeah,
for the
use
player.
up the YouTubers.
Do
They make them
all of
have the money
those
to
stuff.
get them
You do
people.
all of them stuff. They have a database about that. So when you go pick a under 15, you gotta pick from the under 30. And any player which is an outstanding player, you get that player to play in a higher team. In for example, an under 19 team. And you build the thing that way. And you get trained, qualified persons around the team who understand what is that is needed to develop players. We sitting every day and all we are do a complain. Oh this, oh that. And it can't change, we just complaining. We need to do something which is
no, man.
different to get a better
No.
All right, so
result.
hold on, Gunners bar. So we're still on the topic of Craig Butler to Veer.
No, I will just brush it, but Craig Butler
We
to
need to
Veer
we need to
is
keep it in line because you're 101.17 now, and you remember track and field is there to talk about as well. So we want to share
all
the
right.
share.
Let's go back to Craig Butler
Yeah.
and Veer. I think this is, in my opinion, a, 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 a blessing. A
Great
blessing.
move, great move, great move.
Yes, it's a blessing
We need
because I
more
know that
voices.
Vere will come, and by next season you will see a different style of play. Because to me, Vere over the years is just bulldozing, aggressive, holy. No, they not play football. I think Van Dixon tried to change it, but it need more than just a coach. It need a change from the administrative part, and now they get an administrative change. I expect great things from
Because
Weir. Maybe not
based on what I know, Gunners boss, Veer never have a house to house the players and so on. And if you're at this level and you don't have somewhere to put up your players so that you can regulate their training, their movements, you know, how them operate and so on, the food that they eat, the
Oi,
nutrition and all these things. You can't
oi,
win, you can't beat Mount Pleasant and Cavaliers, you know, who have those systems in place.
oi.
And I'm Montego Bay.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Craig Butler is a smart man. Me tell you what. You see the same way Veer never have a house. What you mean a house? Like a place for the kid. What is a house? What you mean by that? Them
A
never have a
baller
home
house.
ground.
Baller
Them,
house.
okay. Well, all right. What you want now? Craig Butler is a smart man, you know. Me tell you something about Craig Butler now. What Craig Butler is doing. But no fun, I understand because Craig Butler pulled the wool over on it. Craig Butler did not have a place to play, to coach the Phoenix. He never have no home ground. Him not have no. Him was rolling all over the place. So now him find a opportunity where him can get a place where him can house and coach to him player them. So him it a benefit. You know, say it's a great move, but people have to calculate it. Remember,
Never
you know,
mind,
one
team it
him
a
train up
benefit.
on it, him
Him
train up
alone,
on it, him train all about over the place and
I
things.
don't
So
like that
it's
part
a
that you say.
different.
Oh. I don't
You
like
know
you
that man
say.
agree. And that man, the man look at place for himself, man. The man look at home field, man. And
No, I
forget
mean
man
like
now,
where you
man.
put that part, the theme self, like you say, like him
For
selfish.
Phoenix, for the Phoenix Academy, for
So him
him
selfish
business,
to the Phoenix Academy?
for him business. It is
No,
about getting
it
a
is going to
steady.
no
It is
anybody.
about getting. All of this is about getting a
Gunners
steady
boss, if
home
you
ground
go
to
in here
train and to
junkyard
live.
now, Gunners boss, if you go in here junkyard now and you find one engine, and me want that engine and me link it from Jamaica, you are going to make sure that you are compensated from the work. You have to go lick down this and take out this and all them things so you can be compensated on your side. And me I gonna be compensated. Me I gonna be compensated based on the fact that me I get one good engine. A Gunners boss now give me no full engine.
I want to tell you, say, me no know, you know.
Yeah,
Me
but
not sure. Me not
you know,
sure, sir.
sure.
Me not sure, sir.
So what I am saying
I
is
crash
that
car.
it will help Craig
It will
Butler
help both. It will
return.
help.
But
It
it's
are gonna help both. But it are
that
gonna help
one
Craig
here, that
Butler
one
more.
here,
It are
that
help
one.
both. It are help both. The partnership is helping both. But I'm just looking at it far. This is like no, me not go this. Let me leave that part alone. It's all right, man. It's a great thing. We need more voice and we need more people in the JPL. We need the JPL to grow. We need more teams. We need more transparency and all of these things. We just don't need infighting and man have go in there and not like man. And when Vere and Cavaliers meet, him and Mr. Speed meet at the midfield and shake hand and chop it up after the game done and bury the hatchet and be professional. We don't want to see no boy thing over there. That's all me I say. So him not to go over there so with the boy thing when I keep up over JFF and everything. They just go over there and be a man and do the right thing, man.
All right,
And
so
respect your partners in the league and you and them uno farm the league and
one
try
thing
to
people
grow
don't
the league.
understand, people think that Craig Butler and everybody have issues. I'll not go say no, Virgin.
Man, that body is your problem, man.
No go say no,
Maybe I true him sick still and him a
listen
worry
to what
about
me I say
other
to you
things
now.
make him
Listen to
be
what me I
a
say to
down
you
there
now.
still.
Apart from football, and somebody miss some of the things that were happening in football with him, and people still love him and rate him, see him differently outside of football. That
That
people
dude ain't
don't
got no
understand.
friends, man. That dude ain't got no friends, man.
That's what you
Stop.
think. That's
Friends
what you
are the
think.
little, maybe you and the little brother
That's
the
what you
little
think and
brother
you assume, bro.
the little brother that have a
That
go
man
near. What
helped
him
so
name
much
again?
youths in Jamaica, brother. What you talking about?
Which one of the youth them?
That man helped
Look
so
at
much
youth
youth.
them, the
But
youth them,
anyway,
the youth them, the
make we
youth
move
them will
on. Make
play
we not go
football and
personal,
get
please.
potential and
Come
give
see
them
say I
help
down the
there.
road they want to go. You
So
want
no
to go
man,
personal.
man,
Let
me
us
no want
Hey,
to go
hey,
down the road.
hey,
I would not do that.
let's
I'm not
start
doing
all
that.
the benefit. What are some of the benefits we can Craig Butler gonna bring to the Premier League now?
hold on. Somebody asks about
Excitement.
if Craig Butler can sit on the bench without his qualification. Let's say this to you. If I am in a position, say technical director of the club, I can sit on the bench with that title on my name, right?
So Craig Butler is not him do him is what credential they talking about?
I don't know.
A
I think
certification, no matter about license, coaching
License,
certification.
coaching license. I
yeah.
want to tell you
But
say
it would be
Craig Butler
easy to
can
fix
sit down
that.
for my bun. Craig Butler can sit down for my bench and run my sideline any day with them have license or not. We just don't want him run the national team. That's all.
Okay. We get to your answer. So when me I said, oh, Mr. Mix,
Uh,
if he's going to be the main person coaching the team, yes, he needs to have his B license or his A license going up based on what
well, well,
JFF
well, well,
asks
well,
for.
well, well, he couldn't get that license right now, so
But he,
I
but
would
if he has,
assume
but if he has an equivalent,
I'm
But
not sure of what he has.
this
know what I'm
question
saying?
was
If he has
asked.
an equivalent,
This question was asked of Craig Butler the other day, you know. Ryan, I think it was asked Craig Butler, you know, about the coaching aspect of it. How you gonna do Mona, Phoenix, and Vere, you know. And he hinted, you know, he said Lenny Hyde, I'm a friend. And that's the main name him call. Lenny Hyde, I'm a friend, and me have other friends. Even though me a trash him, say him not have no friends. And him have other friends and him have a stable of coaches who him can choose from. So most likely him a go leave the Veer setup as it is. As me say, is ulterior motive to that. Now, if I go leave the Veer setup as it is, I most likely concentrate on Mona. I mean, I think same. I think him also Kyle a coach or something like that. Kyle in a coaching.
Carl, I don't know his qualification in the coaching aspect,
No,
but
me just ask,
he's coaching.
is he
He is
coaching? When
coaching. He has a
okay,
team in Europe now, in England.
okay. Oh yeah, he did say Kyle. He said Lenny Hyde. He said Kyle, and he called a few more names. So most likely, him a go have them things sort out the way that part is concerned,
Yeah, man, you have
and
equivalent,
and
man. You have the American license, you
and
have
him
the
a go
England
have the
license.
access, and him a go have the access to Vere field. Where Vere play at? Over Vere Technical High School. Where them play them ball
Now
at?
them have them field, man. When they feel them mix,
Jamal Cosito. Some.
Oh, them play over the Jamalco Sports Club, which over that are
Yeah,
over which part Hazard United used to play ball back
yeah,
in the days.
yeah.
Okay. All right. That was Hazard playground. Me know over there, so me go over there go watch ball game. So
I
well on
want
you know.
nice, I want nice little ground, man. One nice ground.
It's small still, you know. It's small, especially once the football field done. You don't have a lot of space for spectators around the ground. When you go inside of the stadium, most of the place of people can stay there to the left when you go in at the stadium over there. So because over there, so the done then you see there. But we
No,
know,
Scott, I say a Wembley them play. See somebody on it.
yeah, Wembley of excellence, yeah.
so
And,
where's
and
Wembley?
one of his
Wembley is
plan
in
is to
Montego Bay, right?
no, sir.
Or Wembley
Wembley at
Stadium at?
Clarendon, Gamble,
Them, them have a where
Clarendon.
that? We're in Clarendon at the
You know
stadium name
Clarendon,
Wembley
man.
at. Near
Yeah,
Penn?
no.
Near Penn?
Yeah. Somewhere in Maple. Sure,
I
man,
never hear
Scott.
about.
Tell me what I go on, because you're Clarendon, man.
I never hear about Wembley Stadium yet before.
If if Craig Butler have a European license, my brother, he can sit on the bench anywhere he wants to sit on the bench. If he has a European license, whether a D, a B, or a C, he can sit on the bench. I sit on the bench in Premier League with a D license.
You upgrade now to a C.
And I upgrade now to C. And by next year I'm going to be B. Then the other year I'm going to be A. And then Gunners boss will help me for go to the pro license. Cause I feel like me I go to Brazil will do it. I'm just like how the Brazil, interviewing the Brazilian yesterday really bring a lot of things to my mind. But we're going to leave what he said on to the last part where we talk about Jamaica under 20 disaster. And that will top off the show. But we soon go there. So Marlon say, Unseen Sports TV. Hold on, Sherman Scott say, I woke Vere Unseen. I work with Vere Unseen. Of course, I work with almost every team. Stitch up clothes and them thing me and give people, man. And you are the big designer, man. I'm to your Sherman Scott, man. But people them know say are you, man. Would anyone want a teacher who did not go to college teaching kids basic education? What are you talking about? Get to the point.
You might use the reference to Craig Butler not having a license.
Yeah, but it's not having a license doesn't mean that you can't teach. Um, I've seen a lot of person teaching maths who don't pass maths in a 6E.
That should have happened. It
Shouldn't
should
happen. But
have passed.
at the end of the day, they are better than some of the teachers who passed.
Well, well,
In terms of
we're not going to that. See,
in terms of
focus.
delivering
Channel
and
back to
so on.
the issue. The
So at
issue.
the end of the day, I'm not saying that you mustn't have your license or you mustn't have this. But when you have somebody who went through the hard part of it, and we don't know because him don't really show anybody say him don't have a license. Him not come show. He make it he make we a suspect or suspense or we are think
Speculating.
speculate or
Speculating.
whatever. You understand? Him not come say, I believe him have some papers to show. I believe. Because there's no way him can in Europe or do this heap of thing and him not have a certificate. It don't make no sense. People.
What the benefits of having Craig Butler in the league?
Yeah, I think it drive the marketing in terms of sales. When you have a Vere United now going to Vere Phoenix United, sorry, going to play at Mount Pleasant. With Mount Pleasant getting those heap of players and so on. I'm very excited to see what Butler can do if it's out of his reach right now at the moment. I know he's going to be there in his jacket and tie. Maybe he's going to take it off because the place might get hot when ball start lick left, right, and center. Or he might lick ball through Mount Pleasant face left, right, and center. You can imagine.
Why man that ball licking thing over here, you know? Be careful, you know. Why?
Football. Can look at this man in his 50 years old behaving like he's 20.
We are 60 man. Next month we are
Yeah.
60. 60 next month, September. So me never know say I can't stay with the trend. I can't keep up with the trend at 60. No, when me hear I say why, so I can ask why when I go out of line.
Why didn't I alphabet, man? Why the alphabet? All right. So for me, Sir Meeks, I
Yeah.
think with Craig Butler in the league, it drives the market. So like Chris Williams and Owen Hill now can say, hey, let us put together a nice package in terms of visual and sell that match. You want that match to be played at Mount Pleasant on the lights, one of the nights. You get what I say? So people can say, hey, we have to check it out, and make sure that Craig Butler is there on the bench or even on the sideline in his jacket. As we want to see what will happen. You understand me? I think even the coach at that club is going to get shadowed based on I don't think Craig Butler will be the head coach. I think he will be shadowed based on the fact that Craig Butler is there in terms of the hype. Because people going to say, if Lenny Hyde is the head coach and Lenny Hyde lose, a Craig Butler lose, no matter what, a Craig Butler lose. What do you
Okay.
think, Sir Smith?
What is
Sir
it?
Smith?
Yeah, he has that clout. He has that clout. So most persons are just going to associate it Vere with Craig Butler. So once Vere lose, a Butler lose and Phoenix lose. So it
Continue, Coach Mix. My answer, Paul question.
that's a way to go to. That's where we're going go to. But all in all, I think having Craig Butler in the league is a very good thing. Very good for the league. One, you're going to have more youngsters involved. You're going to have quality youngsters involved. Two, it is easier for market the games with VR now because a lot of Jamaicans know of Craig Butler for two reasons, whether they like him or whether they hate him. So people now are gonna start look over to see what is happening with Vere. So Vere becomes one of the team now to watch this season, overnight. What you think, Gunners? Yeah?
Yeah, me mute or me distracted. I mean, I went, I walk off. I mean, what you say? What you was talking
I'm
about? What
saying
you say?
Vere overnight
Oh, yeah,
become
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the team where
Okay.
everybody wants to see play now. What you think?
I mean, everybody in that region, and I mean, Craig Butler, as me say, no. But when me hear you say Craig Butler in interference, if Craig Butler is going to interfere like Jerry Jones and those people, be now the team now gonna really be progressive. Now gonna be successful. Him have to, if him a coach the team, have to coach the team, or him have to set up, him have to set up and let the people them do what they do. Get the right football people them to do what them have to do. And it will bring success. As I said, him have a strong voice and that strong energy. If him bring that over to the Jamaica Premier League, it will do a lot for the football going forward locally. That's all
Uh,
let me say.
automatically, I'm gonna bring team success, guys. It's going to be difficult for a Veer not getting success now because
I,
he's a winner. He's a winner. Whether we like it, yes or no, he is a winner.
Fact. That's why me
He's
give
a
him three.
winner.
Him say me hear him say 2 years. I said I give him 3 years to make it all the way to the final and eventually win it. Three
Him say
years me
by
give him.
next 2 years he can win the league, man. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
how
give him
think
three
him
years.
team
Me give
work.
him 3 years. This year in I'm here where where the team are gonna really get to play some serious football. Next year they might qualify, they might make it to the deeper round. Following year they might go to the final. Then on the fourth year they might win a championship.
Well,
In the JPL. As
we,
long
we,
as him
I personally feel upbeat about it. I'm just happy. When I see what Mount Pleasant doing trying to bring Ravel, bring two other international players in, and I see what we're doing now. Uh, if we get one more good news, man, it will when we see what Montego Bay doing. If we get one more good news, the league gone. And then they announced that the league is going to be a three round league, so a 30 odd games this season. So more games this year. It's looking good. It's looking good. We just need to ensure that the teams, as the Brazilians say yesterday, we need to stop focusing so much on physical fitness, but more on technical and tactical work on the training ground. So that is a strong message was sent out indirectly by the player. And I know coaches hear about it and coaches are looking into themselves and recognizing that there's a lot of truth to it. We can't just have the players them a run, just a run up and down, run up and down. So We need them to can run up and down with the ball at them feet. And if we get that done, then it would be great for us as a nation. So now let us just move on now to the final aspect of the show, and it is the U20's performance in the recent under 20 championship. We gave up around what 15 goals. 15 goals in 3 games. What do you think is the factor that we fail so badly?
I mean, talent. We did not have the players together. We never have them long enough. We don't supposed to have players
So hold on,
coming
the gunner
in.
boss. Gunners, you say one of the problem is the training preparation.
Preparation is the main factor.
All right. What the next problem you identify?
The players cannot come in a few days before a competition and just come and get into a competition and win these competition. I hear people are saying Cuba team went the day before and they win. But people have to remember that these kids consistently was in Cuba, most of them training and preparing for these games throughout the year. So them liable to gain success more than a lot of other
So
teams.
let me ask you something now, Gunners boss. To me, one of the biggest issue, first of all, let me big up the under 17 team. We see the under 17 team have competition next year, and they've even they played a game yesterday. I'm not sure about the result. Anybody can tell me about the result of the under 17 game in United States yesterday? Just
I
give me
know
a,
the game. I know the game end 0-0, and Jamaica missed 2 penalties or one kick away with the first penalty. So it went down to penalty kicks. I think Jamaica lose on penalties. That's
all
what
right.
I believe
So
happened.
what I liked is that the team is starting to prepare way ahead of time. So the under 17, no excuses can be coming about. However, let's go back to the under 20s. One of the major problem I think is in Jamaica football is the merging of the local and the overseas players. How we get them together and ensure that the chemistry among players is high going into that tournament, because far too long we have a team and maybe weeks before a tournament you just know a player.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What's going on here with this overseas and yard talent? The overseas players, if we are looking for overseas players, they're supposed to be our big guns, right? And
Yes.
our big guns supposed to come in when we need reinforcement, not for qualifying and qualifiers and stuff like that. So that's why when we are choose overseas players, you have to choose the best stuff where you can get from overseas to mix with what we have at
Gunners
Jamaica.
boss, more interject something quick in a way I say this. The question is, are we looking the best players? Are we getting the quality players that we talk about? Are they quality?
We don't have the quality in Jamaica. We're not
No, no,
getting
no,
the
no, no.
quality. We
I'm
got quality
asking you
from
a question
overseas.
about the quality
No,
that is coming from overseas. I am
no,
asking you, are we
no,
getting the best qualities from overseas?
no.
Okay,
We're not even getting the third best
cool.
because as I said, a scout said it on the channel, and I hear Big Rob from Arsenal TV said it. He said, "Listen, we're not even getting the third best players from over there because for one, if you have a good player in your system, your club or your academy, why you gonna risk him being injured, getting hurt, or whatever to go play in a meaningless qualifying game? Qualify your team with what you have, and if you can get a team to qualify, then when we need to go to the higher level, now this is when we pull in through big guns because they are not gonna be available to us at all time. So we are gonna get a national team coach now. And that's why it is difficult to grow the football getting all these international coaches. Because international coach him come and him have to win today, not tomorrow, because he's there to heighten his profile and get to a bigger job and get to a bigger place. And people never understand that with Hargreaves and all these other coaches. So what we need now, we need to have a system here where you have, we can say the B team, and the B team, is a team, because you always have that, you have the B team will play for these qualifying, We not gonna say we all kick out all of the players then, but you all get the best players then. You know have to call Leon Bailey and Whisper and all these players we have been at Premier League for every competition you have to play. There is certain team where we pencil them out analytically, we say we can beat them. So we know say them team here, we can use this side to play them team here with a few from over there. But when we have the big competition them now when we qualify, that's when we all get to get the best that way we can get from overseas. But right now nobody now send them best players or them second best players to come play with the risk to come risk injury and all them things that to qualify for any competition.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why we need to find a way to build our own. We need to
And that,
find a way to stop leech on other people's development. A leech, you're a leech,
and then everybody leech on everybody development, because
No,
sports is copycat, So people are gonna leech on other
no, but
people's
we can't
development.
leech. We are leech. All right. So if you listen to the man them talk,
We
even the
too
overseas
dependent.
people,
We
hold
too
on, hold on,
dependent. Too dependent.
hold on. Yeah, we are too dependent. Too dependent. But listen how the people them talk overseas. Our best players should play for Jamaica, right? Then they say after that, nobody in Jamaica is good enough. So that means that they want all members supposed to be overseas players. Then you ask yourself, or is the players that is recruited from overseas is better, or 10% better, 20% better than the JPL players, right? Is it feasible to get a massive influx of these players into the squad, right?
No. No.
These are the questions we
Because
need to ask ourselves. We now get the best player. Me hear one Englishman come on the other day on the platform and say, yo, we not even get the fourth string best players to come play for Jamaica.
I hear him say it. I was here when he said it. I keep on to tell people that. And before that, Big Rob did tell Manning's man that on his panel, on the show when the Arsenal got that people, let me come on. So we've been hearing these things, we are hear these things from coaches, we are hear these things from, and they use in the example, them even use the man even use the example of the 16-year-old youth from over there. So we're signed to, we play for France, so him signed to. Spain, who him signed to? Which club that 16-year-old kid signed to?
Hold on, Ian Campbell calling. Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, me again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty calm now regarding this situation with the R20s. It's done, it's gone, and we can talk, from a sensible perspective on what transpired regarding that team. Now, the first thing I want to address is the issue of quality. Yeah. Our players, our local based players, obviously have talent. That's obvious because, for instance, Romain Blake, the last U20 tournament, I am of the opinion he played better last time around. I think he has regressed as a player. You understand? Which indicate that he has talent, but something has gone wrong in his development. You understand? So the players have talent, but nourishing and developing that talent is a problem. This is why I said earlier, the Ravel Morrisons and other older players, to assist JPL teams will do our football a world of good, even with the youngsters coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because knowledge is transferred from older to younger, etc. So the players over time will get better in terms of quality. Quality means that tactical ability, technical ability, ability to read the game, all those things, passing ability, all those things will improve with time. This U20 team that went and played in Mexico lacked quality because if you notice, the passing, concentration, all those were factors of the team playing so badly. You understand? Because I don't think Cuba is more talented than Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there are many factors that
No
went
man,
into
technically say around 20 boys. We have like 5 boys who are technical, average technically, but we don't have an influx or a whole team like you'd say
yeah,
80%
yeah,
of the team is technical and over average. We don't have that because one, our training sessions are not developed on the technical basis. It's just changing now based on the coaching education that Sir Peart and Sir Speed is trying to implement. No, it's just changing. It's not going to be a great effect.
yeah, yeah.
No, you know.
It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to
No,
happen
I'm overnight.
overnight. So they have to give the boys time to be developed. And some of the players, I felt for them. You know, I felt for the players because you going to take me, who just play Manning Cup or D Cup, to bring me against professional players who are training, eating, sleeping football every day of the week. You understand? That's unfair to me. As a young player. You understand? And you represent a US team against next pro players who are basically having pro contracts, and football is an odd idea for them because you're professionals. It's unfair to the players. Because in the first game against the US, I learned that some players were crying to the extent that one of the American coaches went over to console him because he's Jamaican. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is that we have to take time to, nourish and develop the talent that we have locally. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't bring them to embarrass them, because you bringing me to a tournament where I concede 15 goals, can't score one. What do you think it's doing to my mental capacity? Yeah? As a young player.
Yeah, yes.
What are you doing for me as a young player? When the world sees me conceding 15 goals, guess what? But not gonna want me. But not look at me. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? So they have to think about these things carefully when they are looking at going to these tournaments. A player like Adrian Reed was ready, in my opinion. You understand? But when you put him against a player who doesn't have his level of exposure or experience, it makes him look bad. Because guess what? Adrian is now thinking about, hey, the man next to me, can I trust him?
Yeah. So that's why him
Versus
take more step with the ball when him shall pass the ball. Because he must say if him pass the ball, he might lose it. If him not,
and in thinking about who should I pass the ball to. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Where is Welch? You understand? Probably thinking where is Welch? Because Welch is the best player on the field.
him can pass
You
the ball
understand?
to and him hold it. They can go far. I think he's an exceptionally. He was a good pick. He was a good scout. He's a good scout. Anybody who scouted him, they did a good job.
Goku scouted him.
Yeah, man. Big up Goku. Anyway, Goku there.
Goku scouted.
Big up
Goku
Goku.
scouted. But the thing is that I'm telling you this, that based on what John Wall had planned, Welch would have been the weak link in Jamaica's team, Jamaica's midfield. Right? Why I'm saying that? Because in that double pivot, the player who was going to be beside him was Jenier Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah? Jenier Johnson plays at Ajax. And if you go on to some research, he got Ajax Youth Player of the Year. Yeah?
So he's an exceptionally well talent. He's an exception.
He is exceptional.
That's what we want. Exceptional.
So what I'm saying, what John Wall did is different from what we did the previous chapter, 2022. John Wall went for the best of the best. So what I'm saying, people have to understand that. So the players that John Wall went after were quality players. So we were battling with Netherlands for Jenier Johnson. Yeah?
Him gone now.
But he's not gone. He's not in passport.
I'm having passport. Okay. So them
passport.
So them
if we're smart, we can get him.
Okay.
You understand? If we're smart, we can get him. So let's go on to, because I heard Gunners talk about lesser quality. So I'm gonna
you have 2 minutes.
go into probably,
yeah, man. Go on. You have 2 minutes.
I'm gonna go to a few players. Harry Scott, next player. He plays he plays MLS next, and he also plays for he plays in MLS. He played 2 games in MLS. Yeah, he was in the US setup. This same US team that fought Jamaica, he was in that team. He got injured badly. Yeah, he came back and Devon put on the wizard, convinced him to play for Jamaica. How he do it, we don't know. Right? And I'm saying that he's another player. So far in the season, he have what? 7 goals, I think 4 assists from 11 or 12 games. He's another player. Again, quality. Yeah? And Nile War and him plays for the same team. Nile War is a squad player. He's a starter. Nile War got pick. I think not a pick. How you explain that? Huh? This man has played in the MLS. Nile War hasn't seen MLS. Yeah? So, and both of them are basically striker. The difference is that Scott is versatile. He can play across the front three. He can play left, right wing, or center forward.
That's why I'm saying. Yeah. That's why you remember, one of your biggest attributes as a coach is to select the best player. And if it's that's what you do and select those players to carry, to see if it can save you in terms of, because remember, say you have your job at line, you have your integrity at line, you have your history on the line as well. So your job is to select the best player, and if that's your best player, that's your best team in terms of players. Well, I don't know what to say.
And then again, you're a coach, and I'm gonna say this: that the coach is the coach, and the coach picked this team. It might have reasons picking this team, right? Because it depends on your playing style as a coach, your philosophy as a coach. Because probably the players that he selected understands his system. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Because he must have the reasons why he brought that team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to who he brought, because that's his decision. And you can't tell a coach who to pick. The only thing is that the players that are there, as management said recently, at least give them a chance to prove themselves. Yeah? Nobody's saying to pick them. At least give a chance to prove themselves. Because even a player like Tyrese Hall, who played for England in the tournament in Morocco, he was on the card too. Yeah? Also, Leah Black, again, who played for England, was on the card. Hannah McLeod, who played for England, was also on the card. So to Kerome Lambden, who played for the US and captained them at U15 and U16, was on the card. So what I'm saying to you is that the NEC have quality. The players that John went for are quality players, right?
Yeah.
So there are no third round here.
We more continue, but when I'm bridging, I beg me to come on the show, so I'm going to give him a call. Because the stream I got done in the next 7 minutes, and I want to say how best we can get everything done.
Okay. So I'll drop the call.
Yeah, man. Respect my boss.
Yeah.
All right, one more call, and then we're about to end the show. Boy, Mr. Meeks, the show live. The show. Blessings, Mr. Wiggy. What's
Coach
up, man?
Meeks.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Gunners, man.
Yeah, Gunners boss.
Gunners boss. Yeah, man, as we're analyzing the under 20 mishaps that went place in the recent qualifiers. Similar to Mr. Campbell, that was just on. But he didn't go in detail in terms of the players that were chosen. Question to you, coaches, because you know the team better than I do. In the qualifiers, how many players that were in the round that make it to this last round?
We're looking at around 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at around 4 to 5 local players. They have 1 international. Two international. 1, 2. 2 international, around 4 local players.
And what was the reason for the omission?
Two of them were it with Phoenix. I don't know. The Phoenix might say that because they were going on tour and they think that the tour is best for their athlete so that he can sell or whatever. That's the best option for him and go to a club rather than to play for Jamaica in the qualifiers. With the whole heap of mishaps and the problems with Phoenix players not getting I would say, the names not going on the sheet as Phoenix
Yeah,
players
man,
and so on and
unattached,
those
the
things.
unattached
Yes.
problem, the unattached.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm. So the issue is not just the issue is not just the boys who win. The issue is in the selecting process, as Campbell was alluded to. So because I believe that the team that January, if that they took that team, although as a new coach, we would have stand a better chance because some of those players were starting players. If I get it right,
Yeah,
I don't
but
want to.
yeah, having better players don't guarantee success. Your preparation have to
Yeah,
be
man.
spot on as well. Everything have to in sync. Because this is the thing, we don't want the thing to become a corner league football, right? Because we know what corner league football does. Yes? Corner league football is not the way forward. And Jamaica have a mentality of the corner league football. It's taking over Jamaican football like poison right now. You understand me? Don't want train. You bring in the players whenever you have competition. You have 2 days for train. What kind of football will you go there and play? You will never have that imprint of a philosophy from a coach when you do that.
So that's two reasons coming out then. Administrative problems as well as selection problems coming out. And coach might be a suspect, but we now I blame the coach big time now.
No,
So
we're
that's
not being
two
the coach big
problems
time.
coming out.
But you know why I'm not being the coach big time? Because I think the person who hires the coach should know what they want. You
Let
understand
me,
me?
let me say let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say
He's not
something.
going to hear you, you know.
Huh?
That makes him not going to hear you.
Oh.
Mr. Meek saying something?
Yeah, but you're not going to hear him unless you come out of the street.
Yeah, man, but so you can't repeat what him saying.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Means. I repeat what I said.
The coach, in my opinion, have to get some level of the blame, not all the blame, because the blame that the coach should get is the structure of the team, how the team are moved, that little idea. The team had absolutely no idea as to nothing on the field, and from that perspective, I have a problem.
All right, so he's saying that the team has no identity, no idea based on what we know about the coach. Um, he should get some blame because of that. There's nothing, no function, nothing at all. We just all over, we just awful. Like I don't know if it was football or gonna play jacks or something. So that's what Samik saying. Wiggy?
Okay, but how long before the coach, how long before the competition the coach was hired?
So that's why I'm
You
saying to
know
you.
about
Look
That's
at
why I'm
this now.
saying to you now,
I,
Wiggy, is
I,
that this
I
is
take
one team.
I took 10 minutes to realize that these boys cannot pass the ball, and you took a half
Coach Meek saying
and
something?
Yeah, him say him take 10 minutes for find out so them boy can't pass the ball.
pass and receive the
Okay,
ball.
I understand. All right, last point I'm going to make is on the development that you guys were mentioning earlier. Because time and time again, we see where Ballers and we see where Phoenix, we see where Cavaliers, we see where their youth teams go overseas and they win these tournaments, these youth tournaments. So I am saying is so I don't believe we have a big developmental problem. I just believe it is just the transition to the national team problem, which similarly to some of the ballers overseas, where them look good for clubs, just like the ballers them in Jamaica, might look good for clubs, and when they go in the national team, it just don't work. So you guys can expound on that. So I don't believe it's a major development problem because our clubs under I believe Ballers just win under 11, and other teams went and they're coming back with medal under 13, under 15, or under 17. So why is it that our clubs at the youth level can compete with the world, but whenever they go play for the national team, it's not being transmitted. So I will leave you with that one.
All right. Pick
Let
up
me tell
yourself,
you.
Wiggy. Thanks for
Let
joining.
me
Enough
tell you.
respect.
Every time.
Oh,
Um,
big
Every
up
time,
yourself.
coach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
the
man.
question
Mix,
is asked.
before you go on, hold on, Mix. Before you go on, let me say this so people can hear. So news coming into Unseen Sports TV from the Eagles, and this is coming straight from Perth officers at Mount Pleasant, is that Ravel Morrison is not linked to the club. Ravel Morrison is not linked to the club. Ravel Morrison terms and agreement was not met because the club could not afford those terms, people. So the eagle are speaking. So report from my birds is that Rafael Morris is not linked to the club. So it's
Anymore,
a
anymore,
news.
anymore.
It's a news that was there for an here. The terms and agreement, which I think I can't disclose and I won't disclose um, on here, that they could not afford it. Well, they don't know if it don't make any business sense if when I look at it, and they could not afford it, and so on. So Ravel Morrison will not be at. So man, mix. We have 4 seconds on the live stream. Gunners boss, big up yourself. Welcome. Thanks for coming on to the platform. So mix. If you have a part two, person in the comment section, big up yourself. This stream is going to close anytime. No, you understand, my people. So big up on yourself. Respect to the person who donate and everybody. I'm so sorry that the stream has to be closed now because I want to merge two channels together. I use this platform. Um, I did not use StreamYard. You understand me? So people just understand where I'm coming from and so on. Big up on yourself. Thanks for coming on. Gunners Boss. Big up yourself. Calvin Meeks. Big up yourself. Persons who call in. Big up yourself. Stream going close anytime now. You understand me? Sir Mix, continue quick and fast before it close.
Oh, it's alright, man. We can continue another day.
All right. Gunners Boss, anything before you leave? Quick and fast.
Come on, big up yourselves, man. Anytime, man. Anytime we're here to help this, grow, we are grow the thing. The
All right,
fans, them
man.
in our comments